guys, what's up? Welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Vanji here. So I just want to show you guys how I achieved this orange look. It was something that I had fun playing around with. So if you want to see it, just stick around. So I got this inspiration from TikTok. I had been on TikTok that morning and I had seen her eyebrows and I was like, you know what? I think it's finally time that I did, the whole one color theme. It's something that I've been planning for a while. So I'm just gonna say I had a little issues with the audio in the beginning of the video, so I'm gonna have a voiceover. So the first thing that I did was I primed my face. So I'm using the Clean Color matte primer, and I sprayed that. And then next I am using my lace glue for my eyebrows. So this is a great eyebrow hack. It makes it easy to do your eyebrows, and also it allows your brows to stay in place all day pretty much. So I just went in with quite a little bit. If you have got to be glue, you can use that as well. So I went with a little bit, and then I took my brush and brushed my eyebrows into place, because also you want to make sure your eyebrows are in place. And then next thing that I did is I just drew onto my eyebrows as I normally would. So I'm using my normal brow pencil and everything. So one thing that I discovered is that it's so much easier to, because I was using eyeshadow for this look, I found it so much easier to draw my eyebrows as normally as possible and then go in with the eyeshadow on top of my done eyebrows, because it also allowed the eyeshadow something to stick onto, and it also gave me a really good guideline to use. So next thing, I'm using this flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm using my Take Me Back to Brazil eyeshadow palette, and I'm using the deep orange. And then I just apply quite a bit of powder on the brush, and I'm just sort of like pasting in the powder into my eyebrow, into where I drew my eyebrow. So I'm just following the shape of my eyebrow, and I'm pasting it in, but at the same time I'm also gliding and brushing it around, dusting it off, making sure that I have like a close to even coating. It's really hard to get an even coating, but that's just basically what I was doing, and yeah, it seemed to be working. Honestly, this is just about how you feel, so you just keep building according to the way you see it, and yeah. And then the next thing that I did was to carve out my eyebrows. So I'm using my concealer. I'm just cleaning up my eyebrows, making sure they are in shape and they are on fleek. Also, because I was using powder, I knew that it was going to get really messy. Hence why I did my eyebrows first, so that, I have as much freedom with that concealer to clean everything up. So at this point, I just came up with the lines and the eyebrows, those like cut lines. So I just used my concealer and just carved out the lines however I wanted them to be. I never do this, but I was like, what, let's try this. And yeah, it looked alright, I think. I don't know, but that's pretty much all I did. Okay, so at this point, I am starting on with my face. So I just do my face as normally as I would. So I started out with my contour. I contoured my face first. I am using my Revlon Color Stay Concealer. I think you guys have seen me use this so many times in my video. It's just that maybe the way I was doing my makeup is a little different, because I started out with concealing and highlighting as opposed to with my foundation first, but that was because I wanted to wear my blush underneath my foundation, and it's just a method that I use sometimes. So next I'm going in with my FK Cosmetics Crystal Glam liquid lipstick in the shade Fetish. I really love this lipstick. So this is an orange shade, because like I said, we're doing oranges. So I am wearing that as my blush. So yeah, I first started out a little bit. You want to start out going in a little bit, but then yeah, and then build it up as necessary. I didn't want to just go in with all of it at once because I was like, you know what, I don't want this too much. So I kept building it up, and I think I used quite a lot, which was a bit crazy. If I was going out on a normal day, I wouldn't use that much, but for this, I was like, you know what, it's perfectly fine. And then after that, I went in with my concealer, my LA Girl concealer. This concealer is pretty bright. It's like way brighter than me, but I was like, you know what, it's perfectly fine. And then after that, I kind of let the concealer sit for a bit before I blended it out because I wanted to dry up quite a bit before blending it, and that I felt like that was better. It always comes out so much better. So I think I've let it sit for long enough, and I'm gonna blend it out now before it gets too hard and it can't move. It is, it has dried up, but in a good way. Like I like the way it has dried up. Oh my gosh. Any if I had waited a little longer, I wouldn't have been able to blend it out. So oh my gosh, I'm still looking like a Oompa Loompa. I think I should get rid of some of this on my nose. Blend it out a little bit. Now that I'm done, I've done my whole concealer thing. I know I'm looking a little crazy because it's very light. I'm gonna go in with my FK. Focus! I'm gonna go in with my FK Cosmetics foundation. So this is in the shade Espresso. It's a little dark for me because also it's winter. I'm way lighter now. In October, I can use this perfectly fine. That's why my concealer is really bright right now. So I've got a little bit on my hand. That's like one pump. Got like one pump on my hand. And I'm just gonna go in with my brush and I'm spreading it all over my brush. So that, yeah. And see, I told you guys it was going to normal out. Now I look normal. It was a terrible idea, but um, nonetheless, it still looks really good. Like, look. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let me go ahead and set my face on using my clean color. I just realized I haven't done my eyeshadow first. I thought I was gonna do my eyeshadow first, but I haven't done that. But oh well, it's perfectly fine. So got some powder on my brush and I'm just gonna grab that, push it into. And then okay, so I went in with this orange shade, this mid orange shade over here, and I'm just blending that in to my, like, above my crease. So I just go above my creases, like my transition color, but it got completely washed out anyways, so that's funny. It got completely washed out when I added my everything else, so who cares. And then after that, I went in with this orange shade. That's the same shade we use for our brows, and that's the shade that we're gonna use for the blush. I wish I had actually done focus. I wish I'd actually done my eyebrows before, I mean my eyeshadow before doing all of this, but we're here now. Shade, the one that I use for contouring, the very dark shade, and I am going with that in the corner of my eye just to give the the eyeshadow some attitude, the orange eyeshadow some attitude, just to give it some depth, you know. And then I'm going back over that with the same orange eyeshadow because I didn't want it to be too dark, but I just really wanted the depth, you know. So yeah. And then after that, I grabbed my concealer So you can use any concealer. I grabbed my concealer so that we cut our crease. So I'm just gonna apply some concealer on my eye and then look up. Oh my gosh, I feel like that is too much concealer, but that's okay. We'll work around it. And then I looked up, and yeah, basically just follow along that line that we have created over there. Go back into the very first orange shade, the light one, and I'm just using that to set the concealer. So I'm going in with my glitter liner. Focus! Yeah, I'm going in with my glitter liner, and I'm just gonna go exactly where I cut the crease. There we go. Oh my god, that is beautiful. That is gorgeous. So I'm using an eyebrow brush. It's not gonna focus. It's definitely not gonna focus. I'm gonna use an eyebrow brush, and I'm gonna go in with this in my other eyeshadow palette, and I'm gonna go in with this brown, dark brown color, and I'm gonna use that as my eyeliner. I don't want to use an actual eyeliner, so I'm just gonna use that. Now I'm gonna do my blush. So we're gonna go back into that orange shade. Yay! As you guys can see, you can still see it. It's still peeking through, but the lipstick's still peeking through. But we want like some more attitude, little more. Mm, um, like I want, like I want more. I want more, like more and more and more. Oompa loompa. I wanna be looking like a oompa loompa. Some highlight, and I'm going in with my Nicka K because I like Nicka K. It's cheap, okay? It's cheap. And I'm just gonna, whoo, 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 just a little bit, just a little bit, not too much now, not too much. We just want like some here and there. So I'm just gonna line my lips, you know, just a little bit, very lightly, because I don't want it to mess up with the orange too much, because I still want the orange to get out, you know. Still want the orange all over. I wanna kick it with you. Then I'm going in with my FK Cosmetics lipstick in the shade Fetish. I love this color. I love, 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 love. Okay, now let us just spray the face. As if I'm going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not leaving the house. So I'll use my cream color setting spray. Let's tie the hair down. Where's this? Yeah. I just did a simple bun for my hair because I washed it actually. I washed it today. I washed my braids today, and I don't want to take them out yet, so I just washed them. And I'm gonna bun to knot them, but for now, this is all that it's gonna look like. So this is the final look. This is the final look. This is what it looks like. I'm obsessed. I like it. I really like it. I'm like, ooh. It would be so cute if like my braces were like a bright orange. Then this would look amazing. But yeah, let's take some pictures. What? Uh, a, a. Ah! Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had so much fun playing around with this color. I'm definitely gonna try do other colors. I think I'm gonna go with blue because I have a blue lipstick. I'm gonna do a blue. I actually wanted to do this a while back, but I'm gonna play around with color. And maybe I could make this a series. So we started with orange today. Oh, I should do red, so I should do like in a sequence. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like to see me do anything, don't you can say so in the comment section. And yeah, I am going to see you guys in my next video. Bye.